We're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's or this evening's episode. We are gonna attempt something new today, but you will see pretty soon what that is. Hopefully, will reduce confusion in adults. But I don't think we have anything else really to say. What I can think of. So, let's jump in. Tonight's episode of, I guess you could call it the Forgotten Gods campaign. I just had to prep my dice. I had a bit out of time, a bit too much optimistic with my time. Anyhow, last session, Eonar got brought back, so to speak, after being in, well, lack of better terms, a version of hell. Meeting someone, hearing the voice of someone that claimed to be a father, she returned to be being strapped on altar by a hag. Vicky and Leopold were still looking for this hag, found Eonar as well. Fully alive, though scarred. They fought the hag with great effort, or 3 crits if you will. And they found a source, or with that destroyed the source that were influencing the town. And they returned back. They had, with Leopold's father, followed, but his mentor was in the past. They figured out the town would probably handle itself for now. They said goodbye to Vicky, they said goodbye to Leopold's family, and they head off to Latvia, which we consider might have the same issues, or similar. That's where we're picking up. You are currently riding, leaving Care behind you, dissipating into the trees. And you keep following the road. Is there anything you would like to particularly accomplish during this journey?
It would be preferable maybe to not die.
That's
like
what we're
a
doing.
I've been there, done that.
So that's what we're doing today, eh? That's what we're doing.
No, I don't have anything I'd like to achieve aside from. I mean, if you'd allow me, I would love to maybe do a bit of foraging, so I wouldn't have to eat rations during the travel.
Sure, you can roll a survival. See how that goes.
Let's roll up the night.
Yep.
That's a 7. So I'm eating rations.
You are. You much definitely are. The journey itself isn't too long. It's you will spend 4 days on horseback. It's an easy road to follow as well, as it seems to be relatively well traveled, so you don't really get lost on the way. But if there's nothing else, Eonar, can I have you roll a wisdom saving throw?
Just waiting for me to fail one of these one day.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna use my Tides of Chaos because it would be boring to use it too often. Oh,
I'm not certain I
that
would
one is
allow you to do
gone.
it. It's under the bed,
What?
it's gone. Might as well be in China.
Yeah, it's not far, but I'm not gonna get up to get it. I have another D20 here, so. That will be a 13.
13. Uneasy nights, some of them, but you manage to pull through. You start seeing the town open up before you.
Seeing the town.
Yes, the town.
We see a town.
Yes. Which, Leopold, you have been here a few times before with your father on some of his trips, either as guard or as business. And so you are aware that this is the Latvi town.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the name.
Yeah, you're still in Leopold's home region. Got to pull this up,
Is the
sir.
Latvia place?
Yeah, this is it. I've been here a few times. Quite nice people. Not
Interesting. Do you think they have a magic shop?
I have not been on such kind of business in town. I can't say I know, but if we ask around in the town, we will surely know.
Yeah, would kind of like to maybe sell the potion.
Oh,
I
you
think
don't
we need
it?
money more than we need the potion.
That is true. Yes. Could be nice to have it, but I guess we would need the money more.
Yeah, I would be.
Well, yeah. As it opens up, you are now in quite flat lands. A lot of them very lush green. You see a lot of farms spreading out. You get closer, you start to smell the fresh air of the sea breeze coming in as the ocean almost opens up. It is... well, I don't know, I'm not certain you've ever seen the ocean before. It's
No, I have not.
stretching far. It's a larger body of water than you could ever imagine. Far out there's some cliffs and small islands, but even further beyond that is just water. Greenish bluish water just stretching as far as the eye can see.
Yeah, just gonna stop the horse for a second and just stare at it. Before continuing on.
It reflects pretty beautifully as the waves kind of reflect the sunlight. It's glistering.
Never seen the ocean before. Beautiful.
Oh. It is quite pretty. Want to take a closer look later?
Do I?
Sorry for asking a stupid question, I guess.
As you get close to the town, you see it's fairly sizable. It has a wall stretching around to all sides except the ones leading out to the waters. The buildings itself, you can see, seems to be more robust, more built to last against the sea breeze. Was used in very thick and sturdy woods or stone. Outside the wall is a few farmhouses with their farmlands. But the most particular noticeable thing as you're riding closer is the ships you can see over the wall. Some of them are incredibly large, with masts that stretches almost twice as high as the highest building in town. and all the birds kind of flying around, the just activity going on in both outside and inside the town. Looks peaceful from afar, but the closer up it really is a working place. There's fishermen pulling in their haul. Farmers tending to their lands, and of course all the animals just trying to get fed. You get closer, or you ride close to the city. Its gates are open. It doesn't seem to be, or it seems to be always pretty open as far as you, Leopold, knows, as it deals in a lot of trade. And have a lot of people coming through, since also it's a very centralized place on the hub, or centralized hub in next to the ocean. You ride in and start looking around, taking in just where exactly you are. And yeah, the streets aren't as busy as they were in Care. At least not this main street you're currently on. It seems the most activity is down further, the harbor side. You start hearing shouts, some kind of turmoil further inside the town. But then you hear this, as you see as one of the buildings further ahead just suddenly tumbles down, almost crashing in on itself, and people start kind of get this panicky look around what's going on. Some are seems to be almost running away.
What the hell was that?
I have no idea.
Let's go inspect.
Yeah, we shouldn't take the horses too close if the ground is coming apart or whatever caused the.
Are there any?
Flood.
Do you see any like taverns or stores close by that could have like hitching posts? Or do I see a hitching post?
You do. There are easy things to tie to, definitely hitching posts as well. The panic itself doesn't seem to subside as you're doing this task. Like, people are starting to run away, some seems to be coming out with what seems to be bleeding from various wounds. It's getting already a lot more crowded in the area you are in.
We shouldn't hitch them down. It could, if they can't flee if something happens.
Very well.
Let's leave them here and hopefully they don't run away too far.
Hopefully no one in their panic tries to steal them.
Let's go a bit to the side where there's not too many people. Side streets or anything.
Oh, going to the side street and just, what do you do? The turmoil isn't letting down, it's still...
It's full of people there also.
There are
Do I see
people
any-
occasionally taking like the side road to try to get away as fast as possible.
Do I see anyone that's maybe not as panicky as the rest?
There are people looking definitely more interested than panicked.
Alright, I'm gonna... if I spot someone, I would like to send a message to them. And like ask, hey you, what's going on?
He looks around confused for a while and like...
And I like try to wave at him or her, whoever it is.
I don't know.
Why are people running?
Again, I don't know. Looks horrid.
Let's I think we should try and get closer.
I jump off my horse and ask it to stay. And
It also looks a bit scarred up, but it just seems to listen to you. It doesn't seem to be moving around that much more.
I'll do the same.
Oh.
I guess we'll try to move closer.
Oh, well, you start moving closer, kind of almost have to elbow your way through some people running back. But it's starting to be less, like the time you took to move the houses down and talk to people seems to have...
Hold on, Leopold.
yep.
Let me do this quickly so we can go without being seen. And I will cast invisibility with twin spell.
Yes, you could. Very well. You both turn invisible. People are now
For 1
very
hour.
confused when they suddenly just run into someone.
Maybe we'll try to
avoid.
avoid people as much as we can, but...
Again, it's still this almost wave of panicked people trying to make their way away
mean-
from there.
You said that it was getting less people.
It was, yes. Occasionally people still run into you because, well, they don't see you.
Oh well. It's 1 hour.
It's not... Yeah. Takes you a few to kind of get yourself through where you start to hear these screams of pains and these... You would almost say inhuman kind of grunting sounds and something heavy getting flung around. You hear some metal against metal and kind of embark into this almost town square, smaller town square. You see where the broken house is lying in pieces, and there's a collection of these soldiers looking kind of town's guard, more of looking not too far from Leopold's own or the ones you've seen in Kier. Most of them with heavy wounds are just lying crushed on the ground. This in the center of the attention is this human that seems to be wrapped in chains, like having both his arms kind of tied in together and almost seems to be melding into its shoulders. With this large pole sticking up from its back, which also wrapped in chains, and at the end of it is this large stone that's flinging around as a morning star, just hitting whatever. And I need you to roll initiative.
Was actually something I wanted to do before going into initiative, if that's okay.
Well, what?
I would like to send a message to the creature or to the chain creature. And what's going on? Calm down. Let's talk about this.
You
You're
get this
no longer
response
hidden.
of just wailing and almost air.
It doesn't break concentration on the invisibility.
No.
Invisibility when you do an action.
Oh yeah, so you are not invisible anymore.
Oh well, whatever.
Leopold is invisible, but you are not invisible. As you
I thought it ended on an action actually. That's a bit stupid.
you need greater visibility to not do that. Because being invisible is really strong.
Oh well, that's a waste of some stuff, but whatever.
Give me a few, guys. I forgot that I need this one. There we go. Now we should hopefully have audio back. Why is that shaking?
It's the creature that's making it shake.
Yes, it's all for the immersion. This is a very ghetto setup I have here right now, so that's... Don't worry about it. I think we're gonna use these as the players, so we get proper distinction between players and non-players. We got Leopold. Those two will be better. Holiday on now. So yes, you are coming in from this side, next to the broken house.
White on white is a bit bad, honestly.
It is, but it's... Well, I do actually have... I have a black one.
Alright,
Oh.
good.
I have very little space currently on my desk, so this is... Be patient. Yes, where would you like to be positioned when you... Or positioned when you come in? You can choose a bit where you're standing.
Is the creature large?
The creature is not large.
I
it's
would
a
have just
edging
rounded the
large.
corner.
You would be in a corner, like, over here.
I would just have gone around it.
Very well. And Leopold?
What's the distances there?
Pick that. I will try to use this one. This is an inch stick, so... I mean, the entire thing is about... 20 inches, so that's 100 feet. Across the entire bottom up.
Oh. Okay. I'll be 20 feet, 10 or 20 feet closer to the creature.
Oh. So you are about there then.
Yes. How far away from the creature am I now?
You would be about... You're 25 feet from the creature.
Okay. Yes.
This moment.
I'll be there.
Well, you are there. So, what was your initiative score?
14.
7.
714. Very well. I'm gonna learn to write as well, and then everything is good. So, Elnar, with that, you are up. As you send a message, seeing yourself become visible, it turns to look at you, and you just get this kind of wailing or screaming going on in your head, or the spell drops.
Yeah, fuck this thing. I will do Tides of Chaos to cast Chaos Bolt 2nd level with advantage.
Very well. You do so.
It's shit. It's 12.
12 to hit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no. You throw the Chaos Bolt. It's kind of starts appearing in your hand. You throw it on. It just used to hit it, and it just get dissipated by the chains around its body. Kind of flies all over the place, igniting some stray pieces of hay, freezing some others. But now it's definitely aware of your presence.
Oh boy.
Turns around with his heavy ball swinging after it.
Yes. I would like to use my bonus action to regain to convert one level 1 spell slot into sorcery points.
Very well.
And I would like what's the rubble that's on the right side of me?
The rubble here is the broken house. This kind of shows the wall, and this is...
How high is it?
It's level with the floor, pretty much. The
Alright,
rubble gives
I'm-
some protection, but the insides are just flat.
Yeah, I'll go behind the corner and to gain cover from him.
Very well, you walk around here.
Yeah, around the corner, yes.
Very
So
well.
I can make sure that I'm not in its line of sight.
You are not. That finishing your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Very well, Leopold, you're up.
What?
Yeah,
I will
you're
run
really
up
bad.
to it and slash it with longsword.
Very well, so
and
that's
I'm
25
still-
movement speed just to get there.
And I'm invisible, right?
You are, so you get advantage on your first strike.
So that's 19 plus something.
That hits.
Or do I need to... Okay.
Get to roll damage on that.
Longsword, that's...
Two-hander is 1d8. Your camera is really messing up right now.
a two-handed longsword, that's a D10.
Oh, d10.
Longsword one-handed is D8.
Ah. Well, but your camera is
200
still
D10.
very messed up.
Yeah, it's because I came close to it.
The ceramic...
It's out of focus.
the
It's out of
mosaic
focus.
painting of Dave right now.
Yes, so that's 8 plus 4, so 12.
12 points of damage. Very well.
I think it's focusing on the table behind you.
I
No,
don't think it's
for-
focusing on anything, to be honest.
It should be okay now.
No,
It's not.
that
Oh,
is
no, it's my bit.
really, really bad.
No, that's bitrate issues.
Oh no, not the bitrate issues.
That's the internet taking a poo-poo.
But yeah, you get in there, kind of slash out against it. As you hit, you kind of hear this cling, and as you hit the chains, you get some carving in, but most of the impact is just taken from chains instead.
I'll
The
go
creature
down.
turns to you. It's still a tall human being, or was a tall human being.
Yeah,
This-
I will punch it.
Very well. Roll punch.
So that's an 11.
As you hit, it's just chains and soft flesh. It does not give. Didn't do any damage at all. No impact.
And then I will go back to my previous position, I think. Or is that rubble there? How tall is that?
This piece,
Yes.
it's pretty much no cover at all. It's a piece of
Okay,
rubble.
well then I'll just run as far as I can.
Yes, you moved 25, so you can move 20
25
more.
more. 25 more.
You have 6.
50.
Wait. Yes, you can move. You have 50.
Yes.
Wow. You move 25 backwards. Now it's the creature's turn. It's gonna look around to you and kind of put down, kind of face you with the pillar. It's got its back and starts running towards you. Barely making it to you, but as it does, it will do a charge attack. Actually, this kind of pillar comes like shooting towards you. And we're gonna see. Yeah, that's a hit. That's a 21 to hit. And you will
Yep.
take 11 points of piercing damage and do a strength saving throw for me, please. As this pillar kind
Strength
of
saving.
impacts you, I kind of sends you flying backwards.
Okay, so that's 8.
Yeah, you are knocked prone as you kind of just fall, hits the ground, get the air kind of knocked out your lungs. This thing now standing above, yeah, pretty much above you. seems to be winding up this large boulder it has to attack you. And then it's gonna be the soldier's turn. One of them is gonna go in while the 3 others are gonna fire arrows. Unfortunately, most of them seems to be fumbling, like hitting the side, but again hitting just the chains, while a few arrows seems to be ting, ting, while one seems to bury into its side, dealing some kind of damage. Otherwise, they seem just panicked, like, what the hell is going on? And that takes us back to Eonar.
My big shot didn't hit, but we're going back to the Chaos Bolt.
Oh, well.
At first level.
Sure, roll.
No, 11.
Even this time you shoot out at the same thing. It seems so... just so protected, just wrapped in this metal. You don't even know what to aim for and just scoots off.
Nope. Just gonna go behind my corner again.
Very well. You're gonna stay put.
No, I wanna break the line of sight again.
Yeah, you're fairly behind it. You're
Yeah.
gonna move further back.
I can move like, 5 feet further back.
Very well, you do so. Leopold, you're up.
I'll stand up.
Very well, that's half your movement.
I will walk to its side, so I'm flanking.
Yeah, you are currently flanking.
And then I will punch it with my fist.
Very well.
I get advantage, I guess.
Yes, you do.
So that's 17.
Does you know? Just misses. You
Okay.
punch into it again. It's just covered in these chains and metal and deformed flesh. And it's just no. What are you gonna punch? What? Just trying to figure it out.
Yeah. I will then punch again as a bonus action
Very well. Roll.
with my fists again. So that's 18.
18 will hit. Yes. Roll fist damage.
So that's 3 plus 4, so 7.
7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah. Yes, I think so.
Again, as you punch it, just doesn't seem to. Just so protected with these chains. It just takes the blunt force of your attack, but it still hits some parts of it.
Yeah, then I will use my agile parry. That gives me 2 extra AC if I attack as part of my attack action with my fist. Can save feature.
Very well. Your AC is now 17 then.
Yes. Until my next turn.
Very well. You're staying put.
Yes, I will do that.
Very well, you are standing there. As the creature start looking up, you kind of see as it swings, like with the entire body takes this pole swing and this stone coming after it. It's gonna attack both you and the soldier. So, first on you, Leopold. That's not a 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
Yeah, so you are gonna take... Where is it? There. You're gonna take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. This rock kind of pummels into you. You gotta stumble for a bit before getting up, and you kind of see the stone keep spinning around and now heading for the soldier itself, which it hits, and yeah, it's a heavy blow. You can hear almost the cracking of bones in the shoulder. Stone hits. Oh! The shouts of pain as just clutching the sword in the other hand. Still standing, but it's very, very bad looking. And coming up, it's the soldiers again. He He's glad that he got some help in the close combat, as all the other ones seems to be scattered dead over the plane itself. And his archers have a bit trouble aiming as there's now more people in combat, but they do get in some arrows in it. Slowly but securely it's taking damage, but it's hard to say if it's actually looking worse than when it started or not. Eonar, you're up.
A clarification. If I'm within melee range, would a 15-foot cone ignore both Leopold and the soldier?
Yes. If you are standing in front of it, because it's the one box, then it's 2, 3, and then it's
Yeah.
5.
How many feet to reach melee range?
Reach melee range, let me see. Who would need to move? 1, 2... 30.
Exactly 30 feet.
Exactly 30. 6
Uh,
inches.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the corner.
Well, you're going up to the corner. You're going up
Yeah,
here.
I am not gonna take the risk of going into melee range with this bastard. So for this round, I'm just gonna throw another chaos bolt at him.
Very well. Roll Chaos Bolt.
Is it 3rd time's the charm?
Yeah. Here's the hoping.
It is. 24.
24, that definitely hits. So roll damage and the damage type.
It is. Well, at least we're gonna heat up the chains a little bit because it's fire damage.
Very well.
A total of 15 points of fire damage.
15 points of fire damage, not bad. As you throw this, you see these greenish darks, like tendrils of the Chaos Bolt, turn halfway into fire, just blazing into it. Just Leopold and Soda kind of step back for a moment to just see it engulf this creature. That seems to be trying to shake it loose. Anything else?
I'm gonna stay. How far am I away there?
From there, you are 20 feet away now.
Okay, I'm gonna go 5
believe
feet
you
closer. So yeah, I'm gonna go 5 feet closer, so I'm within 15 feet.
Well, so you're gonna go one step closer. There you go.
Yeah, and that's where I'll end my turn.
Oh, well, Leopold, you're up.
I will.
Creature start to look bad, as there seems to be wound and the chains to be searing into its flesh.
I will punch it with my hand.
Very well. Is there a key point ability of that AC one, by the way?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't say that at least.
No,
It-
I just can't remember the abilities. But carry on, carry on.
Yes, that's 19 plus 6, so that's a hit, I guess.
19 plus 6, yes, that much definitely is a hit.
That's 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage, very well. The similar thing, it's the chains takes most of the impact. But
Yep.
you do seems to get some. This seems to have some effect. Just not so much.
And I will use Flurry of Blows to punch 2 more times.
Very well. Punish twice,
Oh.
slapping.
So that's 19.
A hit.
So that's 6 points.
Very well, 6 points of damage. And the second?
Nat 20.
Natural fucking 20. Very well, roll a crit.
Too bad it's just a d4, but... And that's a 4 on the die, so...
8 plus.
8. So 3 times 4.
Yeah, 12 points of damage. Very well. Again, most of the impact's taken in, but you're having 2 quick hits. He just doesn't seem to be able to react to the second one. It's just going too fast. You get a clear hit like in the side, and it has some crunching in the jaws. It turns around. Are you gonna move? Or is that your turn?
I will move away
Well,
35 feet.
which direction?
Um, on the map to the right, according to what I see.
Where we came from.
From where we came from, yes.
Well, 35 feet. So that's... Yeah, you
Or-
are just on the edge. Or...
Oh, yeah.
That ends your turn. Very well. And it's the creature's turn. Just gotta take one step forward. And then again,
Oh damn.
this ball comes swinging by Eonar and the soldier once more. So
Did it step
Eonar,
out of the melee range of the soldier?
no, it just took
Okay.
1 feet step forward, so opportunity attacks will not trigger. But that's a 13 to hit,
That's
which I
it.
believe was a hit. So you are gonna take 12 points of bludgeoning damage. As this
That's
again
how quickly I
large
can get
ball just
bloodied.
punches you. You hear something almost snap, like you broke a rib as the impact come. Now the soldier also just you see it come around. The soldier turns, seeing this just hits in the chest. As it's gonna implode where the hit goes. It kind of goes flying into the wall, just laying down. Just starts to bleed heavily. But that's also gonna end its turn. Then it's the archer itself gonna move around, move closer, and 3 others gonna also, and they're gonna shoot. Which is a proper volley, but isn't. Again, most of the damage seems to be intercepted by the chains and so on. Eonar, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points to cast Quicken Spell.
Very well.
And I'm gonna try and cook this fucker with a Burning Hands. And I will try and aim it so I don't get the soldier that just went down.
Yep, that's easy enough done. You can easily avoid it.
So, a dex save from you.
Dexterity saving throw. No, that's a 3.
Alright, so he will take 3d6 fire damage.
Very well, roll your damage.
Grand total of 8 fire damage.
8 fire damage. Very well. You
What?
start to burn it again. It's just seems to just almost getting maddening by the damage is being dealt.
Yeah, fuck this. I'm not in melee range with him, right?
You don't think so?
Well, that doesn't sound good, but I will use my action to dash and get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna
Well,
go
you're dashing.
round the corner and then as far as I can go.
Very well, around the corner. Let's see. So dashing, that's
I have 60 foot.
it's 2. You can go all the way off here.
Good, thank you.
So yeah, Eonar
Because
kind of
I'm
just
not here
rushes
to.
past
I'm
you,
not.
Leopold.
I'm not in for that beating.
Very well. Leopold, you're up.
Move. So I'm within 20 feet?
You're gonna move here within 20 feet.
Yes.
You are gonna move to this distance. Now you're within 20 feet.
Yeah.
That was
Then
15
I will.
movement, by the way.
Yep. Then I will throw a spear.
Well, roll a spear throw attack.
That's a nat 1.
Did we ever discuss if we wanted critical failures in this campaign or not?
I did
don't
not
think
want-
it has happened before.
You
I
haven't
don't
been
want
that
it.
shit yet.
I
Well,
like consequences though, so I'm all for critical fumbles.
One is for and one is
As
against.
long as they are not like, as long as they're not game breaking.
No. The way you do is you really overestimate how far you can throw a spear. You see it just throw it, just flies past him. Your spear is now currently lying over here. The entire miscalculated that shot.
Okay.
The archer just looks at the spear goes flying and just what?
Okay. So
By the way, was I supposed? No, never mind. Nothing.
Oh,
Then I guess I will have to move closer and punch it.
well, so if you move straight in, you have again 20, so you have about used 45 points of movement now.
I moved 35 last
Ah,
time.
yeah, 35, sorry.
Yes. So I will punch 2 times with a flurry of blows.
Very well, roll 2 attacks.
So that's a 10. That's 18.
1 attack hits, roll damage.
That's 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Yep, there we go. 8 points of damage. Gotta go in. First one seems to be fumbling as well, and then you hit another one. Straight seems to be cracking in some of its chest in response. Anything else?
I will move as far as I can, so what is it now?
That's 35, 15.
15 feet, yes.
Oh, so you're gonna move 15 feet. That distance. You know, 15 feet away,
No.
so it's gonna be...
Yeah. And my AC is 15, as it was before.
Very well. As the creature once more seems you're getting out of range, he's kind of beds its head down and again comes charging with the pole forward. And that's gonna be not a... He rolls consistently 15 for 21 to hit. So have a strength saving throw for the first.
Not 20, so I guess I'm
Yes,
okay.
you are not prone, but you take... What was that? 13 points of piercing damage, which just kind of impacts you again in the chest. Just... This time you...
I'm bad. I'm really bad.
Yeah, kind of almost support yourself on the kind of mast he has stuck behind before he pulls it away from you. It's gonna be the soldier's turn. Gonna again shoot a volley of arrows at it, dealing again some damage. It just isn't enough. But this thing is also looking really bad at this point. As we're going into Eonar's turn. What do you want to do?
Is there a way? Do I have line of sight to him?
Currently no, but you can move a bit to the side to get line of sight.
Yeah, I will do that.
Very well.
And well, I'm out of
It's gonna
spell
have
slots.
half
So
cover from the building and Leopold though.
have I used all my movement then?
No, you have not. You can...
Can I move even closer to get like a clear shot?
You could move over here.
Is that a clear shot?
I will allow it just because the creature is still a large man. He's not a large
Well.
creature, but he's still large for a medium creature.
I'm out of spell slots, so it's gonna have to be a firebolt.
Very well. Roll a firebolt.
That's a nat 1.
Very well. So you shoot the fireball, you gotta hit, see it. Ah yes, it's gonna hit, you hit the target of the house, you see it splinter a bit as a bit of fire start to smolder on the corner of the house. Anything else?
I don't have anything else.
Very well, Leopold, you're up.
I will attack with my longsword.
Oh, roll
With 2
attack.
hands. That's 17 plus 6, so I guess that's hit.
That hits. Roll the mark.
That's 9 points of damage.
9. Very well. 9 points of damage. It hits, get its in between some of the chains before it kind of drags out.
Yeah, and I will use Step of the Wind to dash as a bonus action to go to the other side of the place, to where my spear is.
Very well, so that's gonna be first 5 that way. And you have a total of 95 movement left, in other words.
Yes.
So yeah, you are just all the way across and dashing by this. What the? You're like aiming. But yeah, you are now next to your spear.
Yeah, I can't do much more.
No, you're a bit out of actions. It's gonna be the creature's turn after you're done. Let's look. Very well. It's gonna turn around and start charging this way. Kind of breaking through this kind of rubble as with the mast, the pillar. This soul just gets taken aback as this creature stands in front of it. But it's gonna do nothing more because that was a dash action. And we are gonna start with this guy trying to move out of its range. It's gonna trigger opportunity attack, which definitely hits with a 22. And you see as the soul just, as the last of the building kind of breaks as the stone hits, and the soul kind of just flies away, just lifeless, ragdolling across the square. The last two ones are gonna not do much as their friend kind of flies by. One of them gets an arrow that kind of goes low, hits it in the leg, but doesn't seem to be affecting it too much. As it now turns their gaze to them. Eonar, you're up.
I wanna go up to the corner.
Well, should be enough movement, right? Yeah.
And
Unless you wanna go like outside. You guys see.
I want a clear shot at him.
Oh, that's there. That's 25 points of movement.
And another firebolt.
Very well, roll to hit.
16.
Does not hit.
Uh,
It impacts with the body, but just kind of slides off. The fire is just too fast. Doesn't do any
if
real
I
damage.
have enough movement, I would like to step behind the corner again.
You have just enough to step behind. You have five. You had 5
Yep.
foot left. Leopold, you're up.
Yep.
How far away am I?
Currently, you are 50 feet away from the creature.
Then I will move 30 feet closer to it.
Boom. Now within
I will.
20.
I would have picked up my spear.
I figured as much.
Yes. Did that take anything? Bonus action, anything?
No, you don't really have anything in your hands. It could occupy you.
Okay. So I pick it up and I will throw it.
Oh well, roll a spear attack.
So that's 19.
19, that hits. Roll damage.
Spear was the
D6
D6.
on one hand.
So that's the max damage. So that's 10.
10.
10 points of damage, yes.
10 points of damage, very well. Still standing. The spear kind of barrels into it. It seems to be losing focus at this point.
Can I move behind those two guys with the bows?
See, you can move 20 more feet. You get about there. You're standing next to one of them.
Yeah, and now I'm like 40 feet from him, yes.
You are. Yes.
Yep.
Seems like.
I will wait there then.
Very well. Then it's a creature's turn. Which again gonna charge over everything. This kind of stand that we're hiding behind kind of splinters flying all over the place. It's now standing in front of them and just kind of starts to almost crawl away. It'll be the god's turn, which are gonna attempt to go away, which gonna trigger the attack. So he's gonna attack all three of you, I believe.
No, opportunity attack can't attack multiple creatures.
Well, if it would be a normal opportunity attack.
Oh,
This creature is
Oh, no.
special. And yes, you
oh
are
no,
within 10
of
feet.
course. Oh fuck.
But, luckily for you, that's a 9 to hit you.
Oh, that's lucky for me.
Then we have a 16 for the soldiers. One of them are hit. And the last one is a critical fail. So one of the soldiers is gonna take... One of the soldiers is gonna die. As this soul... As Leopold, you kind of jump backwards as this soul kind of flies by. Impacts with this second guy who's just immediately crushed by it. When it kind of leaps down, it kind of follows with him. Last guy kind of jumps over the chains and runs away. It's kind of now just sits there, falling prone by the weight. Just this stone. This corner of the building is also destroyed in the same process. The last one is gonna shoot one very unsteady arrow at it. That does surprisingly a lot of damage.
I see the soldier's gonna get the kill.
Nope, it's still standing. But it is hurt. Real hurt. But yeah, Leopold, Eonar, sorry, you're up.
Step around the corner. Firebolt has 120 feet of...
But you have disadvantage as the creature is prone.
Is it?
It's a ranged spell attack. Ranged attacks have disadvantage on prone targets.
I didn't actually notice it was going prone, but I don't really have anything else, so I'm just gonna go for it with disadvantage.
Well, roll. Double 20s is all you need.
No, that's a 8.
No, unfortunately not. It impacts the ground too fast before it gets close to it.
Well, just gonna step behind the corner again.
Oh, step by the corner. Leopold, you're up.
I heard someone was laying on the floor, so I will stab the creature.
Well, you have disadvantage. No, you have to move 5 feet closer, of course, but you have advantage on your attacks because it's prone.
So that's 17 plus 6.
That
so
hits. Roll damage.
That's 7.
Oh, well, you stab it down. It's kind of right, trying to get loose from the ground, almost getting up. But it's still alive.
And then I will punch it once time with my fist.
Oh, well, roll fist.
That's 19.
19. Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
That one is a bit on the corner, so okay. 7.
No, unfortunately not.
Oh my god.
Still, as you punch down, just trying to get the life of this thing, it just doesn't want to die.
Then I will move 45 towards Eonar.
What's Eonar? 45 is it?
Yes.
So that's 30, 40, 45. All down there.
How far away from the creature am I?
You are now 40 away from the creature.
Okay. Yes.
And it's gonna be its turn. It kind of gets up, looks around, is kind of rush towards
poor soldier.
Towards the last soldier, is gonna stop before it, kind of exhausted look at it as the soldier's gonna again try to get away from this thing. And
Forgot that one was there.
no, the last soldier also falls as the stone kind of hits. You see this kind of cloud of dust as the wall. This entire wall is just gone. So a bit of the roof starts to cave in. You turn around as the creature now turns around to its only last threat it can see. The soldier's just lying there, bloody puddle, bloody mess. Eonar, you're up.
Step around the corner.
Very well, you're around the
How
corner.
far away?
You are definitely within firebolt range, if that's what you ask.
Well, firebolt.
Very well, roll fireball.
That's a 24.
Hit. Roll damage.
6 points of fire damage.
How do you want to do this?
Let's make those chains nice, hot, and toasty.
Well, you shoot this flame bolt, and then another one just keeps shooting out these flares of fire. Oh, Leopold's almost just jumping to the side, trying to avoid not getting caught in the crossfire. As the creature starts to run towards you, kind of as it hit again, it starts to glow. Soon the entire torso just changes glowing, searing into the body. Just kind of falls over. Start to ooze this very black blood. Very, very dark red blood. Starts to fizzle from the shades. And you are out of combat.
Yes, I would like to go and try and look for survivors and help them in any way I can.
Well,
If anyone's hurt.
roll an investigation.
I'd also like to help
That's
out with that. But
That's a little bit late, I already rolled.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you allow him to make a separate check.
You can do a separate one, yes?
Yep.
I got a 7. I've been rolling bad.
You said investigation.
Yes. Investigation.
14.
14. You graze over it, Leonar, but Leopold, you start hearing something coming from the rubble to the side. Starts running over. You see this man kind of clutching a child on its arm, which currently is heavily resting on like the back of his arm. It's like a piece of rubble, like heavy stonework. It's kind of help. What do you do?
You said it was it rubble that was on top of?
Yeah, he kind of holding it like with a child kind of on its arm, and kind of resting on top, only supported by his lower arm.
I will try check what I have. I will take the shard away, like pull the shard away first.
Oh. And roll a strength check. It's kind of
Pure strength.
jam
Do I also spot this, or I assume I
Leopold
don't?
starts helping. You do spot like he disappeared behind in some
Pure
noises.
strength.
Pure strength. Yes.
So that's an 8.
No, it doesn't budge. It's and as you see his open wound, like a piece of bone sticking out of his arm.
Yeah, I would like to rush up to him
No.
and I would like to try and like treat his wounds a bit to make him not bleed out.
Like the only wound he seems to have is the one that's currently under the rubble. You have a
It's
really
under the
hard-
rubble.
Yes. The rubble is currently supporting so it doesn't crush him or the child.
Do you have any strength left?
Not much.
Leopold, you lift together with him. I'll try to pull them out as the rubble.
Very well. So,
Yeah, sure.
both of you roll a strength check with advantage.
$15.
19.
15 and 19. As Leopold, you start to pull, you really start lifting. It's heavy. It's almost feel like you're like popping a few blood vessels as you're starting to lift this. I don't know, you take kind of proper footing with your hooves, so you kind of just one big swoop, almost just pulls fast and just falls out, and Leopold just drops it as it suddenly becomes a lot heavier, just tumbles and crashing. They kind of all both now lie almost on top of you, and are kind of rolls to the side. Thank you.
Take it easy. You've been hurt.
Looks around.
The flames around me. Is there any fire? Is anything burning, or is it just rubble?
I don't think currently burning is the smoldering, like, core of the house that you hit with the firebolt. It seems to be slowly picking up.
Yeah, I would like to use thaumaturgy to dim the flames.
Oh, you look at it, just speak some very unsettling words for some those who don't know what infernal is, and just flames just die out. What happened?
We have no idea. We escaped town and it was in shambles. I will take out my horn to call for, like, make some noise.
Well, you use the guard horn, kind of give this monotone tone out. So enough people seems to be almost coming in. Led by... After a while, more soldiers seems to arrive, come rushing from the side, kind of look around, seems to be tending to the wounded.
Yeah, Eonar by this way, like she looks very tired at this moment, and she's like holding her side where the stone hit her, like
Yeah.
almost bending over a bit.
Yeah.
Like falling over.
And look around as this. You would assume by the stature of the guy is probably some kind of more higher up. Get closer, looks around. Starts to be poking around, looking at the corpse, walking over, seems to be giving orders around. More and more people seems to be coming and helping clear out whatever just transpired.
I will start to tend to my wounds. Like...
Well, start looking to them. It's not much you can do, but you can put some pressure on, like, the big impact you got from the airs. Or from the mast.
Sit and do that while I will try to short rest if no one interrupts me.
Yeah. You start doing that for a while.
I think I would do the same, like just try to gather myself.
Yeah. After a while, the guy looks around with his... Starts to get a proper look on it. He seems to be mostly very short hair and have this... like, proper beard, not too long, but still fairly long. All in this brown and this kind of coat that seems to be in almost silver. A silver guard coat. Alright! Anyone saw what happened? And it speaks loudly, trying to get attention, just looking at everybody around.
Not what started it.
Kind of walks over, push some people aside. Excuse me?
We arrived here. We helped, but we didn't see where the guy came from.
Yeah, you seem to have taken a beating.
Yeah. It's a bit hard to breathe, but we'll be alright.
So this thing just single-handedly killed like 8 of my soldiers?
Yeah. Almost us as well. We have no idea where it came from. We just... I heard the ruckus and came running. Try and help.
Well, for what it's worth, you have my thanks for that.
What is it even? What bleeds black?
Your guess is as good as mine. Gonna try to figure out what the fuck happened.
Didn't the hag also be black?
The hag.
I was asking Eonor.
And now I answer.
Okay, jag trodde det var som DM. We fought a hag a few days ago in Kirai. In the forest around it.
Yeah, I wrote about that.
Really? Does it look anything like that thing?
No, not really.
So it's a woman, I would say. That one. But that looks more like a
I don't
guy.
give a shit if it's a dude, a woman, or a fucking beast. It looks
I've
similar.
I've never heard of a male hag.
Does the creature look like similar in like skin color? Anything remind us aside from the blood?
Not really, like, even the blood seems to have a almost red color to it. Like, it's dark red, very dark red, but it's almost in the tone of brown, but is it like the same black as the hag had? Otherwise, not really. Roll an intelligence check for me though.
Just a straight intelligence.
Straight intelligence.
It's an 8.
An 8. Looks similar to something you've seen, but you're not certain.
Has this happened more than once? Has it happened before?
I seems to be thinking for a while. Not on this scale.
But something has happened.
We've had weird creatures. For a while now. But nothing similar to this.
That's interesting. We seem to have run into weird creatures quite a lot, or like weird stuff. Wouldn't be a chance what has happened to the bodies of the other creatures?
Now that they're not buried or burnt, they're quite hard to look at.
None remain.
That one.
Would you mind if I take a closer look at it?
Go the fuck ahead, you seems to be the most skilled in whatever this is.
Alright, I would like to go up and do like a proper investigation of since it seems a bit familiar to me, I'm gonna try and take a closer look.
Well, excuse me, roll investigation.
12.
Well, looking around, like the chains. Just thought this chains seems fine most of the time. Could probably reuse if you would like to. But the similarity is between the skin, where you can see the open skin where there isn't any bit of clothing or scar or shard flesh. See, the skin has the same kind of leathery textures as those very small creatures that were with the hag. That's what you're seeing before.
Alright, I would like to start removing like the chains to get a better look at the skin.
Well, takes you a while. Sometimes you have to kind of pull it as it kind of, again, burnt, stuck to the chest to kind of carve it loose. But after a while you have quite a sizable amount of chain. For the total amount of chain that this guy has been almost entangled in is over 100 feet of chain.
Damn.
120 feet of chain.
Hey, Leopold, come take a look at this.
Wait, I don't feel too fine.
Get the hell over here, you lazy bones.
Yeah. Underneath the chains, now I take it off, you can see that the mast or pillar stuck in his back is actually underneath the skin, almost embedded into its hip bone. And the clothing, it seems to be some kind of restraining jacket that it had on that seems to be almost molded and moldy, just starting to fuse with the flesh as countless of open wounds seem to be under it.
I turn to the guard and do you have anyone who is familiar with magic?
Yeah, we have an enchanter. At least.
This may sound a bit weird, but I think this creature might have been summoned.
Well, that's bad news.
Yes. I don't know much about it, but probably would be something that you would need someone who has insight into these kind of things.
Not so certain we'll have, but hey. I'm gonna search a guard. Go get Yat. I don't care, go get Yat. Oh, not sure how long that will take, but we'll have him here soon enough.
Yes, we ran into the hag that we spoke about.
Hmm?
She summoned some small creatures. The skin is very similar to that of those creatures.
Kind of pokes the body with his foot, like. Really? Well,
If this is related, it is not going to stop until we find who summoned this thing.
that's bad and even worse.
We might know how to find it, but it's a bit hard.
Really? Enlighten.
It's hard to say, but you want to go where you least want to go. That's how we found the other hag.
The sewers?
Have you had any missing persons recently?
Nope.
Or before this thing started to happen?
Nope. Only hurt or killed.
Interesting. It's hard to say. It seems similar.
I don't know, I can only give you that much freedom of movement, so to speak. You seem to be knowledgeable about whatever the fuck this is.
Well, it's a knowledgeable, but it just seems similar.
Oh. What you gonna do now?
Well, I would like to speak to your contact, but if you would allow us, I think we would like to inspect more.
Go right ahead.
Very well.
Kind of goes around, seems to be starting to talk with random commoners and soldiers.
Oh, by the way, sorry, that guy we found in the rubble very close by, he's alive. I don't know if he saw anything, he seems a bit shaken up. We might want to talk to him.
Well, it takes a soldier with him and kind of walks over. He seems to be talking as he kind of trying to console the child with only one functioning arm currently. He seems to have got some kind of rap, but it's uncertain if it ever will heal. So yeah, what are you gonna investigate? You have a bit before whoever they talked about is arriving.
I would like to start inspecting like the skin to try and see if I could find any like tattoos or any markings on the creature. Like start to fold away the clothes to look closer and try to see if there's any markings or tattoos or anything.
Sleight of hand. Leopold, anything as you're standing here now?
Oh,
You can be sitting down.
I'm just resting. I don't have energy to do anything.
Very well.
And also I don't have knowledge to do anything really, but
Yeah. 18.
18. You start to slowly, carefully start to peel away and cut away the cloth where you can't. And it's quite clear that several punishments, so to speak, or almost tortures have been applied to this body. Like some are just cuts, some are very scarred pieces of bludgeoning. I think blunt has hit here. There's a few markings around. Seems to be almost seared into the body by some kind of hot iron. Where did I have that thing? There. There you start looking around. And the markings themselves is very close to infernal, or seems to be infernal runes or carvings, markings. Something that seems to be making any sense.
Would it be the same type of infernal that's matching that stuff that's around my wrist?
No. The way
That's
it doesn't
ugly.
make sense is that it's individual letters here and there, but the letters in themselves is just weird. It doesn't seem to be spelling out anything. Just seems to be here and there on the body. Seems to be a L, a Z, Y, W.
Leopold, do you have any paper?
I have the one that I'm making a map on, but no, we haven't had time to buy, and paper is expensive.
Anyone got any paper?
The guard looks at you, then looks at the guy that seems to be in charge, and he just shrugs. They hand you this kind of it's a small piece of paper, like almost very bad shape, and a piece of coal.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and like take some.
I could do that. I'm quite good with that for some reason.
No, okay. I have no experience with this stuff.
Yeah,
I start like pointing out the different symbols.
Yeah, I will try to recreate them with
Well, for experience and to not have to draw infernal, because it's hell of a language to draw. The letters were L, translated to common now is L, Z, Y, and W. That's the.
Does it make
the
a
ones I'm
word?
thinking.
There's no vocals.
Yeah.
Or
Like I said, it doesn't.
there's no
make-
vowels.
There's no vocal cords. Doesn't make sense.
No,
Yeah.
there's no vowels.
Like I said, it doesn't seem to make sense.
And where were these symbols located?
They are all over. Like one is on the shoulder blade, one seems to be almost on the stomach, quite low. One seems to be at the back of the head, and then there's a few more repeating on the back.
What is this thing?
It looks like infernal writing at least. But
Yeah, and it's similar. It's very similar to those small creatures, like the skin texture.
I didn't notice that. I didn't look too close to them.
Just gonna try and sit down and wait for the contact and just sit and like ponder the letters.
I start just looking there, trying to ignore the smell of blood and rotten flesh. Just looking over the rubble, over the splinter of the marketplace, the well that's located there in the, well, what's left of the building that you currently have your back against. Takes a few minutes, but after a while the soldier returns, followed by a short man, almost dwarven size, with no beard, dressed in these what you would imply is like magic robes, just seems to be tighter around most of the body parts and doesn't seem to be the same, just seems to be hanging behind him. Very fine clothing, and seems to be almost lined in embroidery, with a brown hair and eyes. Walks up to you, and looks at the soldier that has points at those two and just shrugs. Hello?
Oh.
Hmm.
We have reason to believe that this creature and these other creatures might have been summoned.
That sounds bad.
You don't happen to have seen any of the other creatures, would you have?
Not really. I only got them described that something was like a very fat, infected rat. There was something that just smelled bad, and there was something that the last one was like a described as human, but almost rotten. And also some small, very small creatures with what kind of tail? Pointed tail?
Did anyone of them look like, and I described the small creatures that we saw?
Possibly one that stank.
Yes. Oh boy. Is magic very common in this town?
We have mages through now and then, but no one really is permanently around here. No.
I don't think we'll talking about no regular mage here. If what we experienced in Kirai is the same, this could possibly be a hag.
That's bad. Real bad.
Have you, by any chance, sensed any hotspots of magic around the area?
No.
Insight.
Oh well. Roll insight.
See, it didn't sound too convinced. 15.
He seems scared, but honest.
Do you know anything about summoning magic?
I know a bit about conjuration.
Oh yeah, I don't know those fancy words, I just know what magic does.
Okay. Yeah, I need to know a bit about everything, but my expertise is enchantments.
Hmm.
So, unless this is conjuration from some sort of object, I'm not really certain I can help.
Sadly, I don't think that will be it. Not much in this case.
Sorry.
That's okay. I would maybe advise to maybe keep a lookout for like magical anomalies, maybe.
Certainly, yeah. I can do that. Yeah.
By the way, you don't happen to know if there's any magic shops or any potion shops? in this town?
Well, I deal in some magic for the Lord. Then there's this one store that deals in magical weapon. Really?
No, could be something for Leopold. Well, I happen to have this potion I might want to sell to someone at some point. Could help us
Okay.
get a little bit of money in so we could have more resources to research what the hell is going on in this town.
Well, you need to kind of talk with with the Lord, as I only evaluate the items. And he's, well, uses them. Or tells me to use them or someone else to use them if...
So you would have to need the Lord's permission to evaluate something?
No. Not really. Just the Lord's permission to buy stuff.
Very well. And I take out the vial. I happen to have this. A potion of clairvoyance, 1 charge.
Oh, that is impressive. Could indeed be helpful. Quite expensive item as well.
Well, we need the money more than we need the potion at the moment.
I mean, we could go to the Lord and we could discuss a price.
Yeah, I don't think I will get any more from this thing.
Yeah. That's horrendous.
Now, if this continues, I don't think this will be the last you see. Or the worst, for that matter.
Well, then maybe you have more than one thing to discuss with him.
Most certainly.
It's Lord Jonah Seaton, right?
No, that's Kirai.
Oh, you said we were still in the region.
Oh,
Oh,
I suppose, but the town is ruled by Sebastian.
okay, yeah. Yes. I'm not too familiar with every lord.
There's probably a lot of them, yeah.
Well, I think we would happily come speak to the Lord. We would have to pick up our horses first.
Well, I guess so. I will return and inform them about your coming. It's not.
Where would we find that? We are new to town.
Oh, it's not hard. It's you follow that road is the largest building you can find. The mansion-looking thing.
Very well. We'll be there shortly.
Yeah, I'll better hurry. Almost scuttles off. Why?
Seems we have a meeting with the Lord.
Seems so.
Oh.
Let's go look for the
So
horses.
you go, take your horses, and you go after your horses and start following the road. It pointed out.
Yep.
And leads over this river that floats through the middle of the town. Already when you get to the river, you kind of see the large mansion-like structure. The most prominent thing is the garden, as this is the only house inside the town that seems to have a garden outside. The house itself seems to be, you could almost say marble-esque to the look side. It seems to be fake marble with different colored plastids. It'd be fake, but still relatively fancy in comparison to many others. And that's where we're gonna take a break. Because we've been going for 1.5 hours now.
A little leg stretcher.
Yeah, a little leg stretch for 10 minutes and we will be right back. I hope you guys enjoyed the battle map. It was a bit tricky here and there, but it seems to do its trick.
Thumbs up from me.
But yeah, we will be back in 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We're live. Hello everyone, and welcome back. As we left off, Leopold and Eonar was currently riding over the river up to the Lord's mansion. As you approach it, there isn't much of a fence per se. Like there is like one of those half, maybe meter high fence going around that kind of outlines the perimeter. But there's a few guards here and there. But they don't seem to be giving you any bother. Need to be just show you in, and they kind of take the horses and they leave them outside the gate. And seem to be wanting them to have them inside of the yard per se. And you make your way up the gravel path into the door. And well, you're standing outside the Lord's door.
We'll approach the door.
Very well.
There's no one there to open it.
Nope.
Just gonna push it open or drag it open.
The door opens. There was two guards on the inside that kind of instantly kind of turns their weapon or turn your attention, but then see things for a while, sees it's you, and just goes back in kind of position.
Very well. Just gonna step in and look around.
Yeah. You step in, you look around, you see this. It's a very fancy house. Much fancier than most of you than you're used to. It's kind of polished floor and the art decor here, and then a lot of these tapestries hanging, both for warmth and for looking fancy. It's pretty much quite a large or wide hallway that ends in a stairway. You currently see Yet kind of does an awkward wink and then shows you to follow him, and it walks up or continues walking up. It's like one of those two-step stairways.
I guess we will follow.
You choose some more of these similar decorated hallways and just stops outside the door and kind of does like a careful knock. Come in. As he opens the door, he kind of shows you to go in.
I will put my sword on the outside of the door.
Oh, well, you lead it outside the door.
I don't really have a weapon, so
You are the weapon.
The
Let's
fun
go
part was
step
he
in.
still entered with his spear. He just left the sword outside.
I never picked it up. I remembered. I never said
You
I
did.
picked it up.
Oh wait, no, actually it's stuck in the body still. So if you want to if you want to have it still in the body, you can have it there.
I will pick it up if
Up
the
to you.
body is still there later.
Very well.
just leave it there.
Yeah.
Well, I was too
This
tired.
rusty piece of
it.
metal just left in the rotting body. Everything is as should be. Oh, well, you enter this office building. It seems to have like a window behind leads. That looks out over the harbor. Yeah, behind you stands this man dressed in not too similar or too absent attire from Leopold's. It's the same kind of red robe that is currently open. Seems to be a very fine material. So it has this black hair that seems to be graying on the sides, quite short. It kind of turns around and looks at, well, currently facing you. So, I've been informed by associate that you have, well, value of interest and maybe knowledge or information of what's going on in my town.
We believe you do.
Well then, sits down. Tell me.
Very well. A couple of days ago in Kirai, we investigated a bunch of people going missing, and we discovered that it was because of a hag. We found the hag summoned some type of creatures, and we arrived today to the town, to the chaos that went on earlier. And the creature bared a similarity to the creatures that the hag summoned. So we believe it might be connected in some way.
Very well.
We are not yet quite sure, but at least one of the creature that your enchanter spoke about seemed very similar to the ones that the hag summoned.
Kind of glasses over to Yet, who kind of looking down, but nods. Very well. So how do we get rid of it?
Well, step one would be to find it. Which is, we're not sure if this is a hag, but it could be something similar. It looks very similar. And at least when we found the hag, we simply just went where we least wanted to go.
Unsure for riddles, are we?
No riddle. It's just whenever you seem to get close to where a hag is, you get this urge to not go in certain directions. It sort of messes with your brain. And fighting it's hard.
Right.
So step one would be maybe to walk the streets and see if we can get any similar feelings. It's a big town though, so it would take some time. Or maybe if the guards have any reports about any weird magical anomalies around the city.
They do not.
That makes it a bit more difficult.
Yes. Currently, you told me it's a hag.
Possibly, yes.
I don't see much else of useful information.
It's new to us as well.
But you
But
believe...
with
can
your
do-
permission.
Do not interrupt me.
Pardon?
But you believe you can do it better than my investigators?
I don't think it needs to be a competition. We can help your investigators.
Very well. It is hard for me to trust anything you're saying currently without proof. Do you have any other than your word?
We helped take down the beasts rampaging in your town.
And for that I'm grateful.
So we could be of use. And
We don't really have much of the creature or the hag. That would be in the possession, I would say, of the Kirai City Guard. However, getting any information from them, I don't know how.
It's time I do not have. Well, for now I will allow you to assist in any way you can.
We will try our best.
Nothing more, I can promise.
And we did have this potion as well that might be of interest to you.
Okay.
And I take out the vial. From what we have been able to identify, this is a potion of clairvoyance.
Looks over to Jet. Like, it means you can look very far without actually going there.
We found ourselves a little bit short on funds. So we're wondering if you would have any interest of purchasing it from us.
Potentially. What is this price you seek?
Mainly some gold.
Well, obviously. But how much?
We're not quite sure of the value, to be honest. But around 200 maybe?
Looks at Jet who just nods.
Very well.
Well, your term seems acceptable. I will have my associate identify it first,
Of course.
and then we'll do business. If you'll hand him potion.
Just hold it out towards him.
He kind of looks at you and kind of grabs it and starts doing this ritual casting of identify. No one of you knows it, but not in this campaign. You awkwardly stand there as you both hold a vial for 10 minutes.
Is that what Emma did?
She did something similar, yes. Yeah, 10 minutes. 10 minutes last as the Lord seems to be stuffing something in a pipe and starts smoking. Yet speaks of like, yes, it is a potion of clairvoyance, yes. We're pulling something out of a pocket. Yeah, like a click sound. Starts to pull out a few smaller pouches. Total of 4 of them, and then closing. And push them over the table.
Oh, I walk up and grab it.
The potion.
And yeah, like to present him the potion as well. I thought that the best took it actually.
You were both holding it. You kind of dropped it after the spell was
Okay.
done. You never
Okay.
really gave it to him.
Okay.
Drags it a bit over. Well then, our business is concluded.
Very well. Where could we find your investigators?
We're currently on the crime scene, I suppose. Should be.
Very well. Thank you very much.
Not to ask for too much, but could we get a written approval of you to help them so they don't think we are lying? Because anyone could say.
Pulls out another one and picks up white kind of wooden coin, it almost looks like. It's across the desk.
Thank you. This will help us much.
Well,
Thank you very much. Pick the
appreciate your
stuff up
business.
and yeah, picks the stuff up and starts to leave.
Walk outside and yet kind of follows, closing the door behind you then before
Take my-
getting up, scuffle away to some other chamber.
I take back my sword from the wall where I put it.
As we start walking out of the building, I was like, should have asked for more.
Well, we couldn't ask for more than we dared.
Yeah.
I don't know this stuff.
I can't say I have much experience either, for that matter.
We know
Anyways,
from Ekman.
here's your part of it, and I gave him 100.
We both have 100 gold. Spend it wisely.
Yeah, it's more money than I have ever seen in my whole life, so she would be pretty excited.
It is more money than you have seen. Leopold, you have seen... It's not as much as you, still a lot for you personally to have.
I've seen a lot more, but not in my own hands.
Nope.
Like my own.
Nope. But this is... I don't know, for a comparison, this is probably more than your mother had earned in her life. Probably would earn in her life.
Yeah, it makes you wonder where Eonar got the 10 gold she started this whole thing with.
Yeah. Good question.
No, wait, she didn't
she
have
didn't.
that much.
She didn't start with that much gold.
No, she had a gold. 1 gold.
Did you even have that? Did you have a few silvers? I think
Could be.
Leopold has
Yeah.
more and had like 15 silvers or so. Start.
Yeah.
Anyways. You are now outside. The horses are given back to you and the guards have returned. Whatever duty.
Well, let's ride over and see what these investigators have to say.
Yes.
Alright.
Let's ride over there.
You ride back. Most of the bodies seems to have been removed at this point. Same with the only thing left seems to be the body of the creature itself. The chains have also been removed if you didn't take them.
No, I wouldn't have taken them.
Yeah,
I didn't take them either, so.
It's starting to be cleaning up some pieces of rubble here and there. Start to tidy up this place. See the same kind of man with the bald head and the brown beard. Used to be looking around, trying to make sense of whatever. If there's any sense to make.
Have we gotten a short rest?
You have gotten a short rest, yes.
Good day, sir.
You're back.
Yes, with permission from the Lord to aid in the investigation.
Great to hear. Do you have any fucking clues? Because I don't.
Oh, do you have the paper with the symbols?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have.
When I inspected the body, I saw these letters on the body, written in Infernal. They don't make much sense to me, though.
I don't speak it, can't tell you.
Well, I can tell you that the letters were LZYW.
That makes even less sense.
Yep. We do have some ideas of what we could try, but it's a needle in a haystack. Is there any rumors among the guards of any areas of town where they really don't want to go or don't want to be positioned in, or any magical anomalies?
Sewers, I told you.
Sewers. I mean, it's about as close to a swamp as you can get.
I suppose. I've been in a swamp. Probably smells equal.
How do we get down there?
A point sour. Like one of those grates you can see quite far over there.
Yeah, I don't think we're ready to go down there. We took quite a beating during the fight.
Yeah, you look like
But-
shit.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Much better.
So I think we would most likely go down in the morning. You don't happen to know anyone who is capable in a fight that could come with us?
You're talking to a guard. All guards are capable.
Yeah.
That's... Are you trying to insult our guards? Even
No.
if I'm on leave.
Any guard is capable. Question is if they're brave enough to do what needs to be done.
That's willing.
Not brave enough. Considering what we might be going up against. What we're going up against is most likely gonna be a lot worse than that thing.
Oh. I'm not certain about the authority he gave you. You cannot go around commanding my soldiers.
I am not looking to command anyone. I'm looking for someone would volunteer to join.
Well, many. How certain are you?
If nothing is down there, there is no danger there. Then it's no harm going down. But if something is down there, we might need a lot of help. Last time we were 4 people fighting. And
So it's... Who knows what else is down there?
Wow. I can tell you, if you find something that immediately require attention to the sewers, then yes, you would probably get a lot of soldiers following you. But just on a whim? Nah. You have to do the investigator role to show some, you know, proof. That's the bad side of being an investigator. You work with facts.
That is fair. Anyways, think it's about time we go and find a place to rest for the night.
Yeah.
what's the time now?
Still have to bury this fucker, but then after that, my shift's over. Fuck yeah.
Is my stair still there?
Your spear is still in the body.
I will pick it up.
I'll drag it out. It's quite easy now. The muscles are starting to lose its tension. Doesn't really get stuck or anything.
Where are the closest... Is there a good place where there's like a stable and an inn close by to each other?
Are you asking the
The
DM
guard.
or
The guard.
Well, you'd probably go to the keeper's sake. Usually host a few animals.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We will report back if we find anything. What's your name, by the way?
Nixon. Tanner.
What did you say?
Tanner is the surname.
Tanner. Well, it's nice to meet you.
Wish I would say likewise. The circumstances sucked.
Well, bad circumstances sometimes they tend to bring out the best people.
Well, wish I could say optimism.
Anyways, you have a good rest of the day.
Enjoy the bear.
Will do.
We go back to the horses.
Oh, yes. Take the horses. Either riding or walking, up to you. And you soon enough follow the road down and you find the Keeper's Sake. Or, as it actually spells, the Keeper's Sake.
I couldn't hear the last things you said.
No, it's the whole call just froze for a second.
Ah, that's annoying. But yeah, it's spelled on the sign is Keeper's Sake.
Alright.
Yeah, it seems to be this kind of small half stable outside. Used to be a young boy, maybe like 13 or so. Used to be sitting around. Used to be tending to the horses, so to speak. So you kind of, I assume you ride up and get off the horses. Well, doesn't really matter. As soon as you get close enough, and it seems to, when you give the intention of stopping, the boy is already over there and kind of takes the reins almost out of your hands. And well, quite quickly ties them up with the other horses, and then kind of comes back and kind of holds out his hand, kind of hat down on his chest.
I give him 1 silver.
Just looks at the guys closer, and just bows like thank you, and kind of runs over. And seems to be he wants to show that he's tending to your horses very well. Seems to take out the brush, shovel a bunch of hay in front of them, and kind of pours fresh water.
Well, I guess we should go in and order a room. I might still want to hit the marketplace before bedtime.
I'm not sure markets are open in the night.
It's not the night.
You still have a few hours of daylight.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's getting later against the evening. It's around maybe 5-4.
But yeah, we walk into the building.
Well, you enter the building and it's relatively quiet. There's a few people sitting around here currently drinking. Most of them seems to be guards. Currently eating some kind of dinner, drinking, nut. Walking out, you see this kind of middle-aged woman, kind of messy ponytail going on with yellow or white blouse with kind of yellowish skirt. And it seems to be serving food. There isn't per se a bar disk for say. There's just a sorted table, and then there's this wall with kegs and like tankards. Gets done serving, she seems to notice you, kind of go into a side room, put the tray away, and kind of approach you, drying her hands. Oh, hello, sweeties. How can I help you?
Yeah, would like to order a room for the night and maybe pay for 2 horses if there's a pay that needs to be done there.
Did you pay the boy?
give him
Yeah.
1 silver.
Well, yes, then your horses are taken care of for at least a day or two.
Alright, very well. How much for a room?
Oh, the room itself is... Are you looking for separate, or are you sleeping in the same room?
Think for a while, looks down at the money pouch. Separate.
Well then, 4 silver each.
I give her a gold.
Well, do you want dinner with that? Breakfast?
Breakfast.
Oh well, you have breakfast and room paid. Just a second, I will go get the key. Now what? Walks in, kind of comes back with and hands you each 1 key. Nothing fancy, it's like a very robust iron key.
Very
Is
nice.
there anything else I can get you?
Maybe later. We're gonna go out on town for a few hours
Well,
before we return.
We will be open for quite a few more hours, so you
That sounds
come
good.
back when you want to. Someone seems to be calling for her over the room, and she kind of excuses herself and walks to start serving.
So, marketplace.
Yes, I would like to have a bow. So
Oh,
Let's
so you
see.
walk to the marketplace. What are you looking for?
I would like to purchase some nice, like wristbands or some maybe made of leather to cover up the runes I have on my arm,
Very well.
and matching one on each wrist.
Yeah, it's easy enough found. Doesn't cost you much. Itself is like a silver in total, both.
Yeah.
You
So
do get
basic like leather.
you do get
well
the
made.
9 silver in return when you pay for with the gold. But it's
9 silver.
yeah, it costs 1 silver.
Yeah.
For both. Sorry,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
not each for both.
I was thinking of something
I said
else.
the wrong word. My bad. But yeah,
Yes.
this got sold by this older woman that seems to be tanning and doing a lot of like makeshift jewelry from bits of pieces that cannot be used for clothing or the leather stuff.
So what is it? I assume that this is maybe like one of those that you like have some stuff
Yeah,
you tie on
you
the
have
inside of
this
the
kind
wrist.
of cross stitching as on shoes that ties in one place when you tighten it.
Ah, okay.
And then it has this kind of broadery of there's a few different ones. There's one that seems to be kind of animals, that seems to be a few of goat. One that seems to have 2 goats that kind of goes head to head. One seems to be of just a random assortment of birds flying from one side to the other. Just a lot of those, there's just a lot of embroidered things that are just nice shapes and forms. Then there's the 4th one that seems to be more flower-like.
Yeah, I think they look so good, so I'm gonna pay double for them, like 2 silver.
Oh, well, which one did you take?
I think the one with the birds.
Well, you have the birds. And she is very grateful, thanks you a lot of times for paying so much.
They're beautiful.
Thank you.
Leopold, did you want to buy anything from her?
No, I don't think she's dealing with bows, so
Oh, you're looking for a bow.
Oh no, that's La Clan.
Yes.
Have a store closer to the harbor?
thank you for the information.
I
Have
guess
a great
that's where we go to get some rope as well.
That's a general store.
Well, I would like to go to the general store as well.
Oh, we take Leopold first and then we go to the general store.
Yeah.
Leopold, you enter this kind of one of the sturdy build wooden buildings, and it has a lot of different weapons on display. Like there's the bows you're looking for, the knives, daggers, so on. It seems to be doing a lot of business in weaponry. There's also this kind of glass case which currently has 2 different, one long sword and one almost wand looking staff, rod, call it. Behind it is this, well, Dragonborn, scaled in brass, tall, really tall, and looks at you. Welcome. How can I help you? What are you looking for?
Looking for a longbow with arrows to come with it.
A longbow. Certainly. Well, kind of pulls down. Something like this or something fancier? This is just currently holding like it's a longbow, very plain, nothing fancy, not even like a wrapped handle. But it's carved where you're gonna hold, but that's about it.
I don't think I will need any fancy. For now, at least.
Well, each purchase comes with 20 arrows, and it costs 40 gold.
40 gold. It's just a normal longbow, right?
It's just the simplest, normal longbow you can find.
It sounds like a good deal. If anytime wants a fancier one, I can always upgrade.
You know where I am.
I know. 20 arrows. How much for a quiver?
You do get a quiver.
Okay. How much for 20 more arrows if I would... No, the quiver only holds 20, right?
Yes.
So...
Only fits 20.
Yeah. I think it will be fine. If I need more arrows, I'll come buy some.
Sounds great. 40 gold and it's yours.
Here you have. And I count out the money to him, like... Because...
Keep a check for you. Thank you very much.
I think... That is more or less it. I have a spare here, but I'm not sure if you would like to purchase it. It's a bit...
Looks like
odd.
a metal rod. I have better.
Yeah. Do you know where we could have smith that I could sell it to?
There's a few working with horseshoes and similar further east.
Yes. Okay, I'll trade it for some better horseshoes at some point. Thank you for the information and happy doing business with you.
Likewise.
Have a great evening. And I exit the store.
Goodbye.
So I have two standard items I would like to get, so I wonder if you could just fast forward through those maybe. And then one specialized item. I'd like to
Can do it a
inquire
bit
about.
faster. Like you enter the store and it's this young man, very energetic, white blonde hair, kind of takes your order. So what is the items you want to buy?
50 foot of rope.
50 foot of rope. Normal or hempen? Or silk?
Hempen.
Well,
Or which one is the one that you normally get with an adventure pack?
hempen.
Hempen. Yeah, I'll take hempen rope.
Normal? Gonna toss it out. What else? Got a lot of things.
A healing potion.
That we do have. Not many, but we do have them. And the Skullersoft back comes back and just gently puts it down.
No. What's the total for those two?
Total for those will be 51 gold.
You got it?
Do you have water? Do you have food? Anything else?
Yep. I'm good.
I could buy some rations.
How many?
5.
Normal. That's 2.5 gold. Oh, 25 silver. Both worked fine. Or 250 coppers if you really want it.
I don't care that much copper. Luckily.
I do not judge. Well, here's your stuff. If you need anything more, well, we're open every day of the week.
Thank you. Potion of healing.
Yes.
That's my emergency one. There is one more thing. I would like to go and see if I can find like a jeweler.
Roll. I mean, yes. After a while, you find one. It's not too much of a jeweler. It's more like one of selling knickknacks, but does have
That
some
works.
jewelry.
Good day, sir. Or madam, whatever it is.
It's sir. Welcome. How can I help?
Maybe a little bit of an odd request, but I would like to buy some silver rings that would fit around the base of my horn.
Well, we have some silver bracelets.
I could try that.
Very well. It pulls out and it's just this pile of like cheaper jewelry. It starts picking out and puts out so like two quite small armbands, probably a bit large for your horns, but larger than a ring.
I'm gonna try and see if any of them like even gets close.
See,
It
your
needs to be a-
horns are actually pretty thick at so they
Yeah, like at the base.
get pretty close to the base, but they don't get up to against your head, but they kind of stops before that.
Yeah, none of these seem to fit. I put them back.
And it starts picking out some more. You gotta get this. Picks up one where seems to be almost like two very thin silver threads that kind of go crossing each other in two places. This one?
I'll try that one.
That one gets, but since it's like two ovals kind of circle, but it gets to like the base of the horns.
Is it a snug fit or is it loose?
It is quite snug. Like it's not
It's
gonna
like if I have to actually like pull it to
Yeah, you
try
have to kinda
for it not
twist
to
it a
move.
bit to get it to. It's not gonna get loose like just running around.
What did you say they look like again?
It's like two like silver threads that kind of two circles that then overlap in 2 points.
It's not really the design I'm looking for, but it's a good fit. I'm looking for something a little bit wider, solid.
We do have them in copper, at least. And
I could take a look at that.
it puts out these very thick, like almost 2 centimeter thick, like bronze or copper rings. That seems to be about equally
Alright.
size-wise.
Uh,
And they do get all the way down. They aren't as snug fit as the silver bands, but they do seem to be stuck.
how much for this?
Those two would go for a gold each. So 2 total.
I take them off. And I really like take a moment to really think about it. You know, I'm gonna think about it for a little while and I put them back.
Very well. Anything else you're looking for?
No, I think I'm good. Might be back in tomorrow. See.
Hope to see you.
And I leave the stall. And as I like leave, I lean over to Leopold. Yeah, I don't wanna buy this. I buy stuff from creepy guys.
I understand.
Well,
Everyone has their.
I assume you return to the tavern after fastly walking out of the creepy guy store.
Yeah, it was too far away from what I was looking for, and the guy was creepy, so no deal.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm gonna force you to buy shit, boy.
Yeah. Okay, back to the tavern.
Yes, you go back to the tavern, and it's getting late, and it's definitely picked up presence. It's more like looming, like people are aware what happened today, and doesn't seem to be. It's more drinking for sorrow than drinking for, well, happiness.
Is this the first time we're in a tavern?
This is the first time you're at a proper inn. Oh, you haven't really been in a pub or anything either. So yeah,
No, it's the first time.
first time since forever.
I mean, at least in this campaign, I guess our characters would have been in one in our backstories.
Yeah, Leopold has definitely been in a few inns. You have been in more pubs because you have never really left home. Didn't do much traveling outside before you got captured either, so. But you definitely know what a tavern or pub is.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go and order a mug of ale and a water.
Well, that's 5 coppers total.
I will order a gallon of mead. Or
Wow, that's
ale.
2 silvers. Get this large, quite wide but mostly tall tankard made of wood.
Eleanor is not gonna sit down somewhere and take like a sip of the ale and just put it to the side and just enjoy the water.
It tastes like ale. There's nothing special about it. It's just beer.
She has never had ale before.
Yeah, but so you know, it tastes like Pirkka ale. That's pretty much it. That's the cheaper brands of beer. That's what it tastes like. The meat is a lot sweeter.
No, I'm just gonna enjoy the water.
Mhm.
Try to listen a little bit. Like I'm trying to listen to what people are talking about. If anything like piques my interest about people talking about some places in town being like extra creepy or something like that.
Roll perception.
That would be a 3.
No. You don't really hear much. People seem to be just talking about day's work and who might have got hurt or lost their lives in this last attack. It's things that you hear it, but you don't really memorize any of it.
Do you think we will find anything down there?
That's if nothing else.
It worries me a bit.
Are the rats?
No. It is a tight place. I'm not really good in close quarters.
Yeah. Hopefully, whatever we find is not either. Also, depending on the place, they should. Depending on how big the sewers are, there might be a bit more place than you think. I've not been down in sewers that often. I think once I found a lost cat in one, but nothing more.
What can you find in the sewers of cities?
I'm gonna mention right now that sewers are a very rare thing.
Oh.
Like Kier doesn't have sewers, for example.
Oh.
You have probably rescued a cat while you were here for some whatever reason, like you just heard
okay.
it. But Eonar, sewers are very unfamiliar subject to you. You have never been close to one. Never really.
Do you even know what a sewer is?
Not really.
Well, I guess all the thing we were talking about this for, I don't even know.
Yeah, I think it was more like you tried to not play the stupid outcast girl. Something suggests, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a sewer, and I know what it is. But at least no one has told you to explain what it is, so you're fine.
I think mostly rats. Sewers are not that common, as someone
mean-
told me.
We can deal with rats. What can you even find down there aside from rats?
Sewage. Hopefully, only that. And if we are unlucky, we will actually find something we are looking for now.
We would probably want to keep our heads down. Try and
No?
not be noticed.
Right.
You literal fuck.
Yeah. Oh
I
no.
better get some sleep. And I push the mug of ale over to Leopold, and I like stand up and retire to my room.
Well. No, Leopold, now you also have a mug of ale. It's a good evening.
I walk up to some guy that looks like he might have seen too much today. Any
There's
Any
quite
guy
a few
that's-
people just kind of looks at their mug or looks. Just seems to
I
be
will
staring
go.
off in the distance.
Well, the third guy
Oh,
that
third
looks
guy.
like that.
Kind of
Yes.
just staring at a point in whatever space.
I will go and sit next, like straight to like across from him if that place is.
Yeah, you can do that.
Actually, you need one other one, and I give him the ale.
Thank you.
It's a hard day.
Yeah. Doesn't seem to be saying much, he just seems to be drinking and thinking.
Finish my mead, and I will say sorry for your comrades. And I will leave.
This fucking music. Jesus, the timing on that.
Everything's better now. He got a mug of ale. Don't worry about it, guys. We solved it. Do you want to know what the music was called, by the way?
Yes.
What a sexy girl. I'm not even kidding. Okay. Very well. Very well. Let's carry on.
I'll head
He-
out. To
Yeah,
sleep.
he thanks you like softly before you leave. And you head up to your room and gets a night's rest. Eonar. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Is this the time when I need it so much?
That's about time.
It kinda is the time because that's a nat 1.
So that's a 0. Oh boy. Leopold, would you mind rolling up d4 for me?
Wow.
3.
That's a 3. Oh wow. You're trying to get some rest. As your thoughts start to swirl, what is this flesh? Where have I seen it before? And it kind of opens up into this other memories. You're running through a forest. Something is hunting you, following you close, and yapping like. And the head is laughing like mad. You're bleeding, obviously, from several wounds, claw wounds from whatever demonic hound-like creatures were hunting you. Every drop trailing down your legs just leaves another trail for them to follow. You push yourself harder, faster, going through branches that slash against your face, leaves getting stuck. You stumble, quickly get up, keeps running. The sound just keeps creeping closer and closer. Cackling. You feel a heavy weight hit your shoulders. You can slide forward, roll around, and you just see this impossible maw just almost unhinged from its shoulders, just filled with rotten teeth. Starts to eat into your chest, not instantly killing you. It starts to scream out as more of these similar beasts come and starts clawing at your limbs and your arms. And that cackling laughter still follows, even when you wake up, just have a cold sweating heart beating in your chest. Every time you try to close your eyes after that, you hear that same laughter, cackling. You will acquire 1 point of exhaustion. Morning arrives. One of you feeling well rested, without any care in the world. The other, the cover still sweating, heart heavy pounding in your chest, without much sleep at all.
And I assume I did not get a long rest with that one either.
You did not. Morning comes. Breakfast is served.
We'll go and buy some breakfast also. I didn't pay for it before, so.
It was included with the
Yes.
gold I paid.
You paid for yours.
I paid for both of us.
You both
I
got
think.
breakfast in the morning. That's how. One night and one breakfast. The gold cover.
I also paid. Well, then I will take back the silver I paid.
Yes. Then you'll take that back. Because you're double.
No,
paid.
I guess since that was a mess up from me, so I wouldn't have paid if.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry, you get the gold back. It's fine. Yeah, you get this kind of
Silver.
Yeah, the silvers
4.
back 4. Yeah, you get this kind of bowl of warm soup with a piece of bread to the side, and that's your breakfast. Quite watery, but still filling.
After Leopold has sat down and got his meal, Eonar comes out of her room looking like death.
Yeah, you kind of see like the wide open eyes and almost like hair is a mess. Like something is probably not right.
I guess I will go alone today.
I go to sit down at the table just. Not responding much, seeming to be lost in thought somehow.
Ella comes out with your serving as well, looks at you. Are you okay, honey?
Just bad trips.
looks over and walks over, and then comes back with his small cup and kind of puts it down. It's... well, some people say it gives strength. It's on the house. She turns back and went back into the side room. It smells very strong.
Oh no.
Just cover your nose with your 2 fingers and then you just swoop it.
I'm gonna take like a big, like a small scoop of whatever looks like it tastes the most in the food, and put that in my mouth first.
This is kind of bitter, like vegetable that has a very strong, lasting taste.
Yeah, gonna just put that in my mouth and chew it up a little bit, and then just.
Yeah, it's this kind of burning. It burns the entire way down, but yeah. It feels warm at least.
Oh god.
Definitely didn't feel like that vegetable helped much, but kind of mixed it. Some kind of alcoholic stew.
Just fucking hurling.
Yeah. It's difficult to keep down, but you keep it down as well.
I cannot go into that sewer today. Or whatever the fuck it is.
I think the breakfast will come up if you do. From the looks of you.
I didn't sleep.
It looks like it.
I cannot go down there. I don't feel like I can do anything.
I guess I could go and have a quick look. I would need some torches, I think.
I have to pick those up. Very well. I'm just gonna grab a few more bites of the stew and just leave whatever is left. Stand up. Let's go get you some torches then.
Yeah. I guess we will book the same rooms for one more night, at least.
Yeah. Go and extend the room warranty.
Are you doing that?
How much is it per night?
4 silvers a night.
4 silvers a night.
I could pay it this time.
Okay.
Include the breakfast also.
Will do. You take care now.
Do you happen to have an apple that I could buy? Or a carrot?
We do? Yeah. Carrots we have, yes.
Yes, I would like to buy 2 carrots, if that's okay.
Kind of looks at you and then turns into the room, comes back and kind of hands you the 2. It's fine.
Thank you. And I will go out to the stables and like give the horses a carrot each.
Well, they are happy about it. But they are also very well. Like you come out there, you see like they got proper hay and their water's filled up to the full. They are very, very well brushed as well.
Is the boy there?
He's not currently there, no.
Okay. Looks like he takes good care of them.
So, hard-working boy.
Gotta give him some more silver once he arrives.
Yep, we'll do that when we are back from the shopping.
Yeah.
So we'll go and buy some torches from the general store.
Very well, your turn. Torches were too expensive, I remember. They were like a few coppers each. Yeah, 1 copper a piece.
I'll buy 4.
Well, 4
Alright.
coppers and you have torches for days. Or for the day. I don't know how long you're gonna work. But I always have more.
I would need adventuring kit. How much does that cost?
Venturing.
Or just I really just need flint and steel or something to light up.
Don't you have a tinderbox already?
Nope.
I have one. I think I gave it to you.
Nope.
I tried to give it, but I think you didn't accept it.
Or you forgot about it. Whichever. You have a tinderbox.
I already have it. Okay.
I would have given it to you, so.
But yeah,
Most
an
likely,
explorer's
because I
pack
don't
is
have-
10 gold and Dungeoneer's pack is 12. If you're
Oh, yeah,
looking at
I do
it.
have a tinderbox actually in my inventory, so I'll give it to you.
If you're looking to buy the entire pack, it's 10 or 12 golds for the entire pack. Both should have torches, yes, and rations and pitons and all that stuff.
How much is a backpack?
Backpack itself isn't too much, I think. Do they have backpack? 2 gold, barely.
2 gold, I'll buy a backpack.
Very well. He hands you a backpack.
Might as well have one.
So now for dungeoneering, what is included in that one?
Dungeoneering's pack
Crowbar.
does include a backpack, a crowbar, hammer, 10 pitons, or pitons, depends on how you want to pronounce that, 10 torches, a thunderbox, 10 days of rations, water skin, and also 50 feet of rope.
I'll buy that.
Very
What
well.
was that? 15?
12.
50.
12. 12 gold.
Nice. Sorry, I thought you spoke about the rope length.
No.
12 gold, so you have 14 torches now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the backs aren't really expensive, but you haven't really thought about it because you usually start with one. Only the
Yeah.
scholars, that's really... Scholars, entertainers, diplomats is the expensive ones. Anything
Well,
else I
I'm
can offer
over-
you?
I'm over cap now. Or do you have still the rule with the backpack?
Not really, as long as you feel like you can carry it. Like, what is currently that weighs that heavy then? Is it just a horse food?
It's... Nope. It's
I don't have a horse feeder for that one. That's the wrong campaign.
yes. Oh, saddle riding saddle. That one is can take a carry cap, but that's on the horse.
That's on the horse.
So that doesn't weigh anything. Now I'm not over cap anymore. Yeah.
But yeah. Anything else?
How much would traveler's clothes be?
Traveler's clothes. We have a few assortment. Are you looking for something special? Color.
Or something that will, you know, keep us warm in colder climates as well.
Well, we do have a few fur-lined coats. Or mantles if you prefer that. We got also thicker just clothing overall. Doesn't come with a cape though.
Okay, there's meta knowledge, but there is a specific jacket that I'm looking to get. Like it's a leather, like pretty long, like almost like a trench coat thing, and it has a special thing. It's from a game, so I don't know exactly how to.
Are you looking for like the leather coat from New Vegas or what? Going for?
No, it's from Dragon Age.
Isn't just most a long thick leather coat, isn't that what you're looking for?
Yeah, it's like a vest that goes into like almost a cape. Oh no, it's this one. Yeah, it's a leather coat with some that's lined on the front by buttons.
Yeah, when you're looking for that, he kind of advises you to a tailor, and he says like, "Hey, yeah, tell them that I sent you."
Okay.
Probably more for him than you, but you go over there and well, you can put. They tell you that you can put in an order, like they can adapt one of the current coats to look like the one you want. Itself will be then total around 5 gold, and it would take 3 to 4 days. Make.
I don't think. Yeah. How much did you say it would be for it?
3 to 4, no, 5 golds. Sorry, 5 gold.
5 gold.
That includes the coat itself and the work to change it to look as you want it.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Alright, so he says to return in 3 to 4 days.
3 to 4 days, good.
So,
Anything else?
nothing else.
I think that's good.
Well. Oh. Leopold. Or both of you. You go looking for one of those rates that Nixon told you about. It's quite fast you find one. And with combined strength you kind of lift it up. It's very heavy metal. You can send into the sewers. As Leopold disappears under the ground, Eleanor, what would you want to do?
Would like to take a position outside the grate. And short rest.
Oh, not a short rest. Sit waiting. People give you a few looks like why did they do this now? Like people are probably not in the sewers that much. Well, Leopold, you get down. I assume you light your first torch
Yeah.
to see anything. It lights up and it smells like rotten food, excrements, and just mud and rain. Very, same time very rotten, same time very earthy smell hits you. It be everywhere. Sewers themselves are quite square in this region. And well, right or left?
I will go to the right.
Well, start traversing to the right. It's quite spacey. Like it's probably like 8-9 feet to the roof here. You don't have to cram yourself somewhere. Just a bit annoying to traverse as it's this sludge the feet under the running water goes around you. You're probably not gonna get that smell out of your boots anytime soon. But you bravely muster on. And I think we're gonna end this episode today then. So we get to start next episode with Leopold being on a solo traversal in the sewers. Well, Eleanor is trying to recover from her nights.
Yeah. I sent you a picture in the chat about what the coat would look like.
I'm gonna check it real soon. I'm gonna start a poll first. We are gonna start an MVP vote. If you don't know what the MVP vote is, it is a buff. They can roll any d20 whenever they want once. can spell the names right. That is correct. I'll put it on 5 minutes and start the poll. So you vote one time on if you want Leopold or Eonar. That's this way on stream, sorry. If who you want to have an extra d20 to roll anytime they roll something bad. As said earlier, we also need 3 votes to be consider giving anyone MVP. If you don't get 3 votes, no one gets it, unfortunately. So get those votes in, that help our players a lot. But MVP is also, you should consider MVP voting for those who did something good, either combat-wise or something funny or something memorable, something that you want to reward them for. That's who you're gonna put your vote towards. I should start with that, but I forgot about it. Also, yes, the videos will be this episode will be uploaded on YouTube. You can find it on the link that on D&D that Dave just posted. And if you want to follow this discussion on my Discord server, it's also on the Discord server. We'll have a room for that. And of course, the art is made by Yanindras. You can see the side here, who has drawn Eonar and Leopold. Still very proud about it. Still very happy about those arts. And one more thing, actually. We finally got to see what haunts Eonar since 2 episodes back, the last episode. And I can actually, everyone, including both Dave and Jonty, who's currently playing here, are allowed to come with IDs or hell. And if you have an ID for it, you just private message me on Discord or somewhere else, and with the ID or with a proper description, whichever, and I will, if I feel like it fits, I will add it to the list. I still already have a few more that we haven't explored, but you can also add them if you want to. I will make a post about this in Discord. Enough. Yeah, I think that's all I gotta talk about now. Do we have any? Oh well, we can go over to feedback. I forgot that part. Because you can also give feedback on the players, or me as a DM, or anything else that you feel like could be improved or done better, and so on. And so can players. Well, do you have any feedback against me or each other?
Apologies for the French, but I have some feedback against my fucking dice.
What do you mean? Just almost died.
No, I wasn't worried about dying. I didn't fucking hit anything.
Yeah, I know. It was quite horrid to see that.
You should have saving throw spells also.
I mean, I rolled a 2 and a 6 on advantage when I tried to pump a level 2 Chaos Bolt.
MVP explanation command is actually really good. We should add that. I just need to condense it into a short, concise description.
I think it exists on the internet.
Probably. Yeah, I will definitely consider adding that one. Good idea. But yeah, the dice was a bit not in your favor, unfortunately. Yeah, I amazingly found enough space for battle map, so that will probably be returning for a while. It's a very messed up setup. You can actually see like the camera I recorded it with here to this really side of my camera.
No, setup may be cursed, but it was very nice actually.
Yeah, it worked. It's a good start. But yeah. Anything else? We could just go general D&D related if that also works, because we have about 5 minutes more to talk random shit until we get to see who won the MVP vote. Thank you for
I'm at least enjoyed the NPCs.
Yeah, thank you. I was trying to actually tried to give the entire city the similar accent. It's still very hard for me to pull that accent off, but just do it in different voices. Just to see that, give the feeling that they are from the same place. I did put a bit more attention to them.
I would say you succeeded quite well.
Thank you. Appreciate it. It's a learning curve. Yeah.
No, I'm just happy that we at least got a little bit of money to play around with now. we're not completely broke at least. I feel like if we need to pay, like we don't have to worry about not being able to pay for a tavern or something right now.
Yeah, you paid quite an under on that one.
Oh, most likely, but didn't want to ask for too much from the Lord.
To be fair, that was even less than he was gonna ask you if you put too much. The Potion of Clairvoyance is quite expensive.
I mean, it doesn't have a value anywhere that I've seen it, so...
I put the value at 750.
I mean, I don't think that's too bad.
You wouldn't get 750 though, but...
No. If, with luck, maybe I think we could have gotten like 400, but 200 is pretty decent in my opinion still.
Indeed, you get a long way with 400 or 200 gold.
Especially when I came into this session with 1 gold and nothing else.
Yeah.
So it's just having a little bit to like spend on stuff, and I also, for a long time I knew that the first 50 gold I make I would put into a healing potion, since I don't really have healing spells.
No, it helps. You have the healing kits, of course, you can stabilize each other, but you can't really...
Yeah, but that doesn't help, you know, a really bad fight.
Nope, does not. But yeah, we are gonna have a start a bit solo session next time with Leopold, exploring the sewers. And see what he finds
yes,
down there.
I'm joining in late on that one then, I guess.
Probably pretty late. Depends how far he goes. We don't know.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere with 9 HP and no spell slots.
Yeah, you are a bit in pickle there, if I could say it like that.
We take a short rest.
She started to take a short rest, but she doesn't.
Yes, I would get the HP back, but I don't get
before.
any, I don't get any spell slots back, and I have 1 point of exhaustion as well.
I was saying, did we before we got a short rest?
I didn't get one.
You started one.
Yeah, but I never completed it since I
Well, if you started,
went
you...
to... No, but yeah, on the now in the end.
She started a short rest at the end. She never did one when you did one because she was investigating everything.
Oh, yeah, investigate that aborted it, yes.
Yes. And she never said she was doing a short rest either, like you did.
Mm-hmm.
I think she said, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Oh, there's an exhaustion spell slot option that I really like. Oh, please share. We're just talking D&D for another 3 minutes, so... I don't know much else.
I mean, I was actually thinking about before I rolled, like, this would be the absolute worst time to fail on that wisdom save.
That was a 1, leading to like 0 because you have a -1, don't you?
Yeah.
I rolled
It's
a 0.
A 0 wisdom save.
Yeah.
Not very wise.
No. She's young as hell. That's a pretty interesting one, actually, Johnny.
Just take a 6th level.
And die.
Second level spell equal 2 points of exhaustion. What? You gain 1 spell slot for 1 point of exhaustion when you run out, kind of inspiration thing. Second level spell slot equal to 2 points of exhaustion. I mean, throw a 6th level spell and just instantly die.
I kind of
Problem
feel a bit...
solved.
I feel a little bit bad for Johnny's art since I'm starting to like customize stuff for the character.
Yeah.
She had to redo them.
At some point, probably when you reach like level 10 or so, then you can probably redo
Yeah,
them.
did you check the jacket picture I sent you?
I did. It doesn't really make much sense to me.
No,
It doesn't look like a jacket.
it's a style over like substance.
Yeah, I'm not certain. Like, is it just stuck here on the the breast and or the front part of the chest, and then just is a small one going behind?
The thing is, I couldn't really find a good shot from the back of it.
On sort it's so weird when like most of the picture is gray, and then there's this brown here and there.
I mean, it's a hunter coat. Specifically the one for...
Yeah, so. But yeah, we can discuss that later because we can't show the picture of Shimon anyway. But yeah, Eleanor, you would have gotten MVP with 2 votes, but unfortunately 2 votes were all we got. Unfortunately. So yeah, still need that last voter to actually get the MVP vote in. Like I said, we are gonna do MVP command. Just add that to the command list down there in the corner. But yeah, is there anything else we need to mention, or should we say goodbye for today? Yeah, I think that's it.
I think I've said everything I need to say.
So yeah, thank you all so very much for watching, voting, and chatting. And we'll be back next Tuesday. Take care.